Hi, I'm Daniel Perez, martial arts tricking instructor, and in this video lesson we're going to be learning a tsunami kick, a hook sweep, and a tornado, and then we're going to arrange them to form this combination. Now before we begin, you need to understand that safety is our top priority. So number one, please make sure you have adequate space in which to train, which means you might drag that coffee table just a little further away in case you lose your balance. I would hate for you to hit it with a hook sweep. Number two, since safety is our top priority, your best bet is to focus on control rather than the execution of your techniques. So it's okay if your kicks are a little sloppy at first while you're learning to perform the movements, as long as you're in control of your balance. You can return at a later time to clean them up. Ready to begin? Here we go. So the first thing we're going to want to be able to do is make sure we understand position, because we're going to be using the names of those positions to define and learn the techniques. What I want you to do is follow along with me. Take a step back so that you're sideways to the screen and have your right leg in back. This is called backside stance. And now I want you to change to face the other direction so that your right leg is in front, and this is called front side stance. These two positions are 180 degrees offset from one another, and this is what we're going to be using to identifying where we're supposed to be versus where we actually are. So I want you to reset to backside stance. Another rule we need to know is that everything is going to turn to the left. So when you change to front side stance, make sure you're turning toward the screen to make sure you're spinning left. And then once you end up here, make sure you're turning your back to the screen to go from front side to back side while still turning left. This way, all of our tricks maintain the same orientation. So let's go ahead and begin by building that tsunami kick. Here's how it works. Standing in a fighting stance, backside stance, right leg and back, follow along with me. Keep your hands up, even if you don't know martial arts, because it just makes it look like you know what you're doing. And I want you to bring your right leg up to the target, which means you're going to move your body weight forward toward the screen onto your left, kick the right leg up toward the target and set it down, and now you should be in front side stance. So this is the beginning of the tsunami. When we get here, we're actually going to jump. So keeping in mind that we had our body weight on the left leg, go ahead and put your body weight on your left leg, hold your right leg up, give me a little jump right from here, and that's going to be the start of our tsunami kick. It's called a swing takeoff. Reset to backside and follow along with me once more. With your hands up, bring your right leg all the way to the target, and this is the swing takeoff. Here's where you're going to jump. Before you do, I want you to consider the fact that we're going to be switching body weight and landing on the right. So jump and switch. This is how we're going to perform the tsunami, which is going to end up being a kick with the left leg. Reset with me and we'll do it one more time. Start your swing takeoff by bringing the right leg up to the target, and once you get to front side, jump and switch. Now here's the catch. During this jump and switch, we're supposed to be spinning in the air. So keep turning from front side. Make sure you're going left by turning your back to the target. So you're going to be pivoting on the right leg for now, and the goal is to land here in backside. Let's do that together. Starting from backside stance, right leg and back sideways, hands up. Bring your right leg to the target to start your swing. Now when I say go, you're going to jump and switch and keep turning left, go. If you've done this correctly, you should have ended up close to backside stance, maybe not quite there, but as close as you can get. And this puts you in range for kicking toward the target with your left leg. So that's going to be the piece we add. When we do the tsunami kick, we're actually performing a swing takeoff plus a hook landing. Let's put those pieces together. Bring the right leg up to the target for your swing. You're going to jump and switch and turn, go ahead, and then find your way to backside stance if you're not quite here, and stick your left leg out toward the target. All together, this is called a tsunami kick, and it actually looks like this when it's finished. While you're still learning it, it's probably going to be more like this. What I want you to try now is that tsunami kick all by itself a couple of times at your own pace. Go ahead and pause the video and give it a shot. Okay, moving along from here, with the tsunami, we're going to be adding the hook sweep next. So let's make sure our positions line up. The first thing we're going to do is reset to backside stance. We're going to bring this leg up. As it gets to the target, we're going to jump, turn, and kick the leg out. And after we land here, you're going to want to keep your body weight on the right leg. So we just landed in backside, the left leg is kicking, and we're going to pivot on the right leg as we continue to turn left, returning stance all the way to front side. So the term return stance indicates that you didn't just kick and stay, you kicked and then you pivoted around to finish your position after the kick. Reset to backside. I want you to do a tsunami kick with me where you perform the kick and return the stance. So we start the swing takeoff to move to front side, we jump, switch, turn, and kick out, and we keep on pivoting and return all the way here to front side stance. Now being able to complete the rotation there is what sets us up for the next technique, which is going to be the hook sweep. The hook sweep is supposed to look like this. To build it, we're going to start with a regular hook kick, which means we're not going to be sweeping, we're going to be standing. So let's do that. Start from front side and follow along with me. To get the left leg in the appropriate place, we're going to put the body weight on the right, and we're going to want to be pivoting the right leg, so we start to turn our back to the target. Put your weight on the front leg, the right leg, and bring your left leg up behind you, and as it reaches the target, this is going to be our hook kick. Ideally, you will be able to keep on pivoting with the right leg and come all the way around. Let's do that one more time. Starting from front side, lean toward the screen to get your weight on the correct leg. Now bring your back leg up behind you, your left leg to the left, behind you till it hits the target, and spin all the way around to front side, and that is the complete rotation of the hook. This is just a spin hook, it doesn't have any sweep to it. For that, we're gonna need to bend and drop down low. Starting from front side, I want you to step onto that right leg, put your weight here again, but this time I want you to treat it more like a side lunge. So go ahead and reset, get a little comfortable. We're gonna bend this right knee, keeping your body weight on this leg, drop down and touch the floor and come back up. Think lunge here. Starting from front side, if we were to simply step toward the screen and do a side lunge, it's similar to that feeling, just without an extra step. The step is more of a pivot. So right from our front side stance, I want you to go ahead and pivot this right leg. And as we move the body weight onto this right leg, we're just going to drop down and let this leg stick out a little bit. And here is where we would be at the bottom of a side lunge. So I will come back up and just perform one side lunge. That's kind of what we're going for. Here's the catch. While we're in this position, we're going to go up on the ball of the foot, keeping the body weight concentrated here, and we're going to rotate just a little bit. Go ahead and try that with me. Stay on the right ball of the foot and rotate a little bit. Wherever you ended up is okay. We're going to reset and try it again. So I want you to return to front side stance now. Follow along with me, keeping your hands up. In order to perform the hook sweep, we need to be standing on the right leg so the left leg can do the kick, or in this case, the sweep. So I want you to bring your body weight forward onto the right leg. Pivot slightly. Get ready to squat down. As you do, you're going to move your weight off of this leg and make sure it can kick out a little bit. If you have trouble controlling the turning portion, make sure your body weight is nice and centered. It's very easy to let your balance track past this leg, and then it makes the sweep hard. So keep your body weight centered, drop down, and I want you to start to turn to the left, bringing the left leg to the target, and make sure you get all the way to the point where the left leg would actually reach the target. Here's where you hit. For our sweep, we're going to want to keep that rotation coming. So keep on pivoting in small increments until you get past the target, and if possible, let's go ahead and return all the way to stance. So we should be ending up in front side stance. We're going to try that one more time, a little faster, a little smoother. Break up your positions into quadrants. So we have basically the first 90 is going to be just the start of the sweep. Then there's going to be a half rotation, so 2 quadrants where the hook sweep actually hits the target, and then one last quadrant to finish up. Let's count them out. So preparing to get into position, we squat down onto this leg. The first quadrant is getting into position for the sweep. You should be sort of back to the screen at this time. Keep rotating. Now you should be sideways, sort of in backside stance, but all the way here at the floor. Left leg sticking out toward the target. Another 90 degrees. We've at least cleared the target, but we're not ready to stand back up yet. And one more 90 degrees to finish all the rotation. Go ahead and stand back up. One last time. Your goal is at least to hit through the middle of the sweep, and then I'll give you a chance to practice it on your own. Starting from front side, squat down and bring this leg out. Now make sure you can rotate through the middle, and any extra rotation you need to add before you stand back up. That's the hook sweep in its entirety. If you're brand new to it, it may take you a few tries. So at this time, if you need more practice at it, go ahead and pause the video and give it a shot. Okay, now we have a hook sweep and we have a tsunami kick. Let's go ahead and put those two pieces together before we move on. Start off in backside stance and follow along with me. We're going to be performing the tsunami and returning stance to front side for a checkpoint. Bring the right leg up, swing takeoff, jump, turn, and hook kick, pivot, and return to front side. Now begins the sweep. Body weight on the right, crouch down, perform the hook sweep, stand yourself back up and front side. Let's do that one more time. Reset to backside, sideways, right leg and back, hands up. As you get better at the swing takeoff for the tsunami, don't just pick the leg up, you can sort of kick it up as long as you have room and you can control that, but that's sort of what the technique becomes. Not just pick your leg up, but kick it up. Give it a little hop if you can, tsunami, return your position all the way to front side, drop it down. Here's a tip, during this pivot, if you want to actually step into that first quadrant, you can. That moves you physically on the floor, but you can think of it like doing that. Let's add this hook sweep and finish by standing all the way up in front side. If you need another chance to practice just those two techniques together, go ahead and pause the video and try that now. Ready to move on? Let's go ahead and add the third technique. It's a tornado kick and it looks like this. What we're going to do is build the tornado kick separately by itself, and then we'll paste it on the end of our 2-trick combo so far. Let's learn a tornado kick. Starting from front side, you're going to bring your weight forward on the right, just like we did with the hook sweep, only you're going to pick up the left behind you, and instead of actually kicking out, when you reach backside, you're going to jump from here. So I want you to just jump off the right leg, and that's called a cheat takeoff. Let's reset and do that again. Starting from front side, bring your weight onto the right leg as you start to turn behind you, pick up your left leg behind you to backside. Now this time when you do your cheat takeoff, I want you to switch your feet and land on your left. So jump and switch. This is what allows us to kick with the right leg, which is what we're going to be adding to the tornado kick. So let's reset and put that together. Starting from front side, pivot and turn to backside. Now jump, switch, and kick. And as you do, we're going to need to bring this kick toward the target. So go ahead and bring it around into front side where the right leg meets the target. That ends up being a round kick landing, which is what the tornado kick has. Let's put all that together one more time. Starting from front side, pivot the lead leg and pick up your left leg behind you. Now jump from backside. If you have trouble with tornado kick, you might be jumping a little too early. Make sure you're all the way to backside before you leave the ground. Jump, switch, kick, and turn 180 degrees to land front side, kicking at the target with the right leg. Try that one more time as a completed tornado kick. Cheat takeoff, jump, switch round from backside. If you need a few more tries at that, go ahead and pause the video now and add some more tornado kick practice. Got your tornado kick ready? Let's go ahead and finish up this combination. So we have a tsunami into a hook sweep into a tornado kick. We'll put the first two together. We'll take a brief pause as a checkpoint. Let's get started. Begin from backside, ready for the tsunami. Swing, jump, switch, hook, and return your position to front side. Now, hook sweep. Take your time with this if you need to. Squat down, kick around, stand back up, and check your position to make sure you're front side. That's where tornado kick begins. Here we go. Pivot, weight on the right, start your cheat takeoff. When you get here, jump, switch, round, and that's the end of our combo. So after you finish the tornado kick, you can set your right foot down wherever you want. As long as it kicks the target, there's no extra techniques coming up on the end, so you don't really have to worry about that part. We just need to make sure the other positions and transitions line up. So let's do the whole thing one more time. Reset to backside, start your tsunami. 1, 2, return your stance, check your position here in front side. However you want to do the hook sweep, make sure you return to front side after. And once you're here, add the tornado kick. Cheat to backside, jump, switch, round. Now the finished product should look something like this. And when you're first trying it out, yours might look more like this. And that's okay, because the point of today's lesson was not to be able to do perfect tricks. It was more so to learn the pattern of movement that allows you to perform these 3 tricks and arrange them in the sequence. So as long as you got all that, you're in good shape. Now that you've learned the individual techniques and how to arrange them to form the combo, the lesson is over. So feel free to pick a few of your favorite stretches and perform those while you cool down. And consider this. Today's combo opened with a tsunami, connecting to a hook sweep, and ending with a tornado kick. One way you could change this sequence up is to convert that hook sweep back to a standing spin hook. So you'd have tsunami kick, spin hook, tornado. If you like both techniques, why not pair them back to back? Tsunami, hook sweep, standing spin hook, tornado kick. Or you could reverse the order of the middle two. Tsunami, spin hook, hook sweep, tornado. These are just a few ideas to play with. I hope you enjoyed learning online with me today. For more follow-along lessons like this one, you can check out the Teach Me Tricking Academy, where you can get access to my cinematic martial arts curriculum for learning tricking, as well as private lessons with me, all at teachmetricking.com.